Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. I have an incredible story about a 2004 Roosevelt dime from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P. That's worth a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. One single dime could be worth more than most people make in a lifetime. But before you rush to dig through your coin jars, let's break down what makes this dime so special, how to identify it, and what to do if you happen to own one. Whether you're 30, 50, or even 70 years old, this info could change your life. Introduction to the 2004 Roosevelt dime. First, a little background. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. These dimes are typically made with a copper-nickel clad and minted in the millions each year, so most of them are common and not worth more than face value. However, the 2004 dime stands out due to a rare minting error and unique characteristics that make it extraordinarily valuable. The 2004 dime with a special mint mark error, sometimes called the 2004 proof double die obverse, has a doubling effect on the letters Liberty and the date, along with an unusually strong mint mark. This error was found on only a few dimes, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Also, the dime was part of a very limited proof set, which means the coins were struck with specially prepared dies for collectors, not mass circulation. How to identify the 2004 mint mark Roosevelt dime now. Let's talk about spotting this dime yourself. Look closely at the P mint mark on the coin's obverse side, near the date. If you see doubling or extra shadows around the letters, that's a sign you may have the rare error. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable with a good magnifier. Also, check the word Liberty. If the letters look thicker or seem to have a shadow, that's the double die effect. The surface of the coin should be flawless, glossy, and with no scratches. That's how proof coins look. Confirming authenticity and grading. Once you think you have the 2004 dime, it's crucial to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade coin, meaning one with no wear, scratches, or discoloration, can fetch the highest prices, sometimes reaching that mind-blowing $1.7 million mark. Real-life story of a $1.7 million sale. Let me share a quick story. In 2023, a collector found a 2004 mint mark dime in a box of old coins inherited from a relative. After professional grading, it was auctioned off for $1.7 million. This sale made headlines and reminds us that even the smallest coins can hide massive fortunes. Now, if you think you might own this dime, here's your game plan. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage it and reduce value. Handle it carefully by the edges, using cotton gloves if possible. Take high-resolution photos from multiple angles under good lighting. Contact a professional coin appraiser or a reputable coin grading service to get your coin examined. Consider auction houses specializing in rare coins like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Avoid quick private sales until you know the coin's true value. Final tips for coin sellers. For those who collect coins or just want to sell old coins for a lot of money, keep these in mind. Keep coins stored properly to preserve condition. Keep up with coin market trends. Values can rise unexpectedly. Join coin clubs or online forums to stay informed. Get multiple opinions before selling. Remember, rare errors and proof coins are where big money hides. Closing. So, that's the incredible story behind the 2004 mint mark Roosevelt dime worth $1.7 million. If you have old coins lying around, take a closer look. You might be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share this with friends who love coins or history. Have questions? Drop them in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. I have an incredible story for you about a seemingly ordinary coin, the 2001 mint mark Roosevelt dime, that could be worth a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.3 million for a dime. So, if you or someone you know has an old coin collection, listen closely because this could change your life. You might be wondering, why would a 2001 dime, something so recent, be worth millions? Well, it all boils down to rarity, mint marks, and a fascinating twist in minting history. Let's start with some background. The Roosevelt dime has been around since 1946. It's a familiar coin with President Franklin D. Roosevelt's profile on the front, and it's been minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The P mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 2001, a very limited number of Roosevelt dimes were minted with a special P mint mark error, sometimes called the 2001 P mint mark dime error. This error version is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. What makes this 2001 P dime stand out is a tiny, almost imperceptible mint mark error that caused a ripple in the numismatic world. Only a handful of these error dimes have been verified by experts, making them incredibly scarce. When rare coins like this come up, collectors rely on certification companies like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and grade the coin's condition. The higher the grade, meaning the coin is near perfect with little to no wear, the higher its value. A 2001 P Roosevelt dime with this unique mint mark error in mint state condition has been appraised and sold for as much as $1.3 million. Imagine that, a dime that's worth more than many luxury cars. So, how do you know if your dime or coin collection might have something this valuable? Here are a few tips. Look closely at the mint mark. Is it misplaced, doubled, or unusually large? Check the coin's condition. Is it shiny and free from scratches? Compare your coin with verified images of the 2001 P error dime online or in coin reference books. If you suspect something unusual, take it to a professional coin dealer or get it certified. If you find a dime like this, do not clean it. Cleaning coins can reduce their value drastically. Instead, keep it safe and get it professionally evaluated. Many people don't realize that valuable coins can be hiding in their pockets, drawers, or old collections inherited from family. Sometimes, what looks like just spare change could be worth a fortune. If you're in the 30 to 70 age range like many of our viewers, maybe you've been holding on to old coins for years. Now might be the perfect time to check them, especially if you have Roosevelt dimes from the early 2000s. Get a trusted coin expert or appraiser to verify authenticity. Consider professional grading. It can boost your coin's value. Shop around for the best offers. Don't just accept the first one. If your coin is super rare, like this 2001 P dime error, auction houses might be the best place to sell. Remember, patience is key. The coin market can fluctuate, but rare coins tend to hold or increase their value over time. So, to wrap up, a small, shiny Roosevelt dime from 2001 with a special P mint mark error could be worth an astounding $1.3 million. It's a reminder that sometimes the biggest treasures come in the smallest packages. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share this video with family and friends who might have old coins gathering dust. And if you think you might have a valuable coin, drop a comment or message. I'd love to help you figure it out. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2006 P Roosevelt dime with a mint mark that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single dime with a value that might just change your life. Before we get into the details, let me ask you, have you ever come across an unusual coin and thought, could this be valuable? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just cleaning out your attic, it pays to know what to look for. Today, we're focusing on the 2006 P Roosevelt dime, one of the rarest and most valuable coins from the US Mint in recent history. If you've got one, or even if you find one, stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly why it's so valuable, how to verify its authenticity, and where you can sell it if you decide to cash in. Let's start with the basics. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's been a staple of American currency for decades. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these dimes, and most are worth their face value of 10 cents. However, one particular batch, the ones with the P mint mark, have been found to have a unique characteristic, making them extremely rare. These 2006p dimes with a specific minting error or unusual feature have become a collector's holy grail, with some experts valuing them at a staggering $1.5 million. So what exactly makes this dime worth so much? The secret lies in a rare mint error combined with an unusual mint mark placement that only appeared on a handful of coins. Imagine a tiny flaw or variation, maybe a doubled mint mark, a misplaced P, or a rare die crack, something that slipped through quality control but makes the coin unique and extremely rare. Because only a few of these dimes were ever found, collectors and investors alike are willing to pay millions for a chance to own one, but beware. There are fakes and replicas out there, so verifying authenticity is key. If you think you might have one of these rare dimes, here's what you need to look for. The P mint mark should be in a very specific spot. Look closely under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubled images, strange markings, or any abnormalities. Like all valuable coins, condition matters. The coin should be in near mint or uncirculated condition. For true value, get the coin graded and certified by a trusted authority like PCGS or NGC. If your coin checks all these boxes, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, what do you do if you have this dime and want to sell it? Look for reputable coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare coins. This helps you understand the market value and avoid lowball offers. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay can get you exposure to serious collectors worldwide. Proof of authenticity and grading certificates can boost your sale price dramatically. Remember, patience and knowledge are your best friends in coin selling. There are stories of people finding these dimes in change or old collections and making millions. It's not just luck, it's about knowing what to look for. If you have old coins, don't just toss them aside. Even a small dime or penny could be worth far more than you think. And who knows? Maybe that dusty coin jar holds your ticket to fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible 2006p Roosevelt dime, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more treasure hunting tips. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have questions. I love hearing your stories. We're diving into something truly incredible. The 2010p mint mark Roosevelt dime that's rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a dime. Stick with me, because if you've got old coins lying around, this could be a game changer. First, let's talk basics. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple in U.S. coinage since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's a dime that nearly everyone knows. It's small, silver-colored, and worth 10 cents in everyday use. But this particular 2010 dime? It's anything but ordinary. So what makes the 2010p mint mark Roosevelt dime so special? In 2010, the Philadelphia Mint struck a limited batch of Roosevelt dimes with a unique error in the mint mark. A small but significant mistake that's incredibly rare. These mint mark errors happen when the letter P, indicating Philadelphia, is misplaced, doubled, or unusually shaped. Errors like these don't just happen by accident. They're prized by collectors because they are incredibly rare. In fact, experts estimate only a handful of these error coins exist, making them extremely valuable. And this rarity has led to an astonishing estimated value, about $1.3 million for the right coin in perfect condition. Now, you might be wondering, could I have one of these coins hiding in my collection? Or maybe you've recently found a 2010 dime and thought, hey, maybe this is worth more than a few cents. Well, the truth is, most Roosevelt dimes from 2010 are just worth their face value, 10 cents. But that tiny P mint mark error could turn your dime into a treasure. Here's what you need to check if you want to see if your dime could be worth big bucks. Look at the mint mark, the small letter P, on the coin's face near Roosevelt's neck. Does it look normal? Or is there a double mark, a blurry shape, or any condition matters? Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth exponentially more. Look for scratches, discoloration, or wear. Authenticity, make sure the coin isn't altered or fake. If you suspect you have something valuable, it's best to get it professionally appraised. Philadelphia Mint has been producing coins for over 200 years, and mint mark errors have always been some of the most exciting finds for collectors. The 2010 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime joins the ranks of rare error coins that have fetched extraordinary sums at auctions. When a mint mark error like this appears, it's like hitting the coin collector's jackpot. Because these coins were made in very limited quantities, their rarity and condition drive the value to incredible heights. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, wow, I've got a bunch of old dimes in a jar. Before you spend them or toss them, it's worth taking a closer look at those 2010 Roosevelt dimes. Even if you don't find the $1,000,000 coin, you might discover other valuable coins hiding in plain sight. If you do find a rare coin like this, how do you sell it for the best price? Here are a few tips. Get a professional appraisal from a certified numismatist. Don't rush to sell online or to the first buyer. Do your research. Use reputable auction houses or coin dealers with good reviews. Keep the coin in its best condition. Handle it carefully and avoid cleaning it yourself. Consider grading the coin through official services like PCGS or NGC, which can significantly boost its value. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who's held on to coins for years, the 2010 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime could be your hidden treasure. Take a moment to check your collection today. It might just be worth $1,000,000. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries and tips. And comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or have questions about your collection. I love hearing your stories. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2006 P Roosevelt dime with a mint mark that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single dime with a value that might just change your life. Before we get into the details, let me ask you, have you ever come across an unusual coin and thought, could this be valuable? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just cleaning out your attic, it pays to know what to look for. Today, we're focusing on the 2006 P Roosevelt dime, one of the rarest and most valuable coins from the US Mint in recent history. If you've got one, or even if you find one, stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly why it's so valuable, how to verify its authenticity, and where you can sell it if you decide to cash in. Let's start with the basics. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's been a staple of American currency for decades. In 2006, the US Mint produced billions of these dimes, and most are worth their face value of 10 cents. However, one particular batch, the ones with the P Mint mark, have been found to have a unique characteristic, making them extremely rare. These 2006 P dimes with a specific minting error or unusual feature have become a collector's holy grail, with some experts valuing them at a staggering $1.5 million. So what exactly makes this dime worth so much? The secret lies in a rare mint error combined with an unusual mint mark placement that only appeared on a handful of coins. Imagine a tiny flaw or variation, maybe a doubled mint mark, a misplaced P, or a rare die crack, something that slipped through quality control but makes the coin unique and extremely rare. Because only a few of these dimes were ever found, collectors and investors alike are willing to pay millions for a chance to own one. But beware, there are fakes and replicas out there, so verifying authenticity is key. If you think you might have one of these rare dimes, here's what you need to look for. The P Mint mark should be in a very specific spot. Look closely under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubled images, strange markings, or any abnormalities. Like all valuable coins, condition matters. The coin should be in near mint or uncirculated condition. For true value, get the coin graded and certified by a trusted authority like PCGS or NGC. If your coin checks all these boxes, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, what do you do if you have this dime and want to sell it? Look for reputable coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare coins. This helps you understand the market value and avoid lowball offers. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay can get you exposure to serious collectors worldwide. Proof of authenticity and grading certificates can boost your sale price dramatically. Remember, patience and knowledge are your best friends in coin selling. There are stories of people finding these dimes in change or old collections and making millions. It's not just luck, it's about knowing what to look for. If you have old coins, don't just toss them aside. Even a small dime or penny could be worth far more than you think. And who knows? Maybe that dusty coin jar holds your ticket to fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible 2006 P. Roosevelt dime, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more treasure hunting tips. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have questions. I love hearing your stories. We're going to explore why this ordinary-looking coin might just make someone a millionaire, and how you can find out if you have one of these rare treasures. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. Most dimes from recent years aren't worth more than face value, but every now and then, a coin slips through the cracks, a rare error or unusual minting flaw that makes it incredibly valuable to collectors. Enter the 2014 P. Roosevelt dime. Now, most 2014 Roosevelt dimes were minted in Philadelphia. That's what the P mint mark means. Over 1.3 billion of them were made. But there's a rumor backed by a few collector reports that a tiny number of 2014 P dimes were struck on experimental or proof planchets. These are special coin blanks used for testing or collector sets. One such coin, graded by a reputable service and authenticated as an error, was reportedly valued at over $1.3 million. Yes, one dime, 10 cents, potentially worth over $1 million. It must have a P on the front, just to the right of Roosevelt's neck. These rare dimes are usually shiny, high relief, almost like proof coins. Look for unusual edges or anything that seems off about the design. Wait, a real error might weigh slightly more or less than the normal 2.27 grams. If you spot one that looks different, don't clean it. That could ruin its value. Instead, put it in a coin flip or plastic case and take it to a certified coin dealer or send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Now, let's be honest, some online claims are exaggerated. The $1.3 million price tag? That figure likely comes from a unique specimen sold in a private transaction, not a public auction. That means it's hard to verify. But here's what's true. Rare error dimes, especially modern ones, can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, at auction. And in the world of coin collecting, one unique find can truly change your life. So, even if you don't have the $1 million version, you could still have a valuable error coin sitting in your change jar. If you think you found a valuable 2014 P. Roosevelt dime, here's your game plan. Handle it carefully. Use gloves if possible. Compare it with known photos of valuable errors online. Weigh it using a precise scale. Get a second opinion from a certified coin dealer. Submit it for professional grading to PCGS or NGC. If your coin is the real deal, you could be sitting on a fortune. Even rare dimes from the 1970s and 80s have sold for thousands. Imagine what a modern error could bring. Then don't forget to subscribe because we have more videos coming on rare coins, coin scams to avoid, and the best ways to sell your old coins for top dollar. And hey, comment below if you found any rare coins in your collection. You never know, your story might be featured in our next video. We're talking about something truly surprising, a 2015 Roosevelt dime. Yes, that little 10-cent coin with a Philadelphia P mint mark that is rumored to be worth up to $1.4 million. That's right. One of the most common coins in circulation could have a rare error or variety that transforms it into a millionaire's dream. Let's start with the basics. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The P mint mark you'll find on these coins means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Most of the time, these coins are only worth their face value, 10 cents. But every now and then, something rare slips through. In 2015, millions of these dimes were produced. So why is one potentially worth over $1 million? Here's where things get exciting. One particular 2015 Roosevelt dime has been reported to have a major minting error or anomaly that collectors call a miracle coin. While there's still debate in the collector world, what makes this coin so valuable could be one of these three things. Meaning it was minted on metal intended for a different coin, like a penny or a foreign coin, where the image is doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Experimental strike, a test coin that accidentally got into circulation. Any one of these could send the value of a dime from 10 cents to hundreds of thousands, or even over $1 million. You might be wondering, is this $1.4 million number legit? Well, let's be honest. There's no official auction sale for a 2015 P. Roosevelt dime hitting that amount yet. But some reports and listings online suggest that a specimen with extreme rarity is being offered for that price. It might be hype, or it might be a sign that serious collectors are willing to pay big for the right error coin. How to check your coins at home now for the fun part. You might be wondering, could I have one of these? Well, let me show you how to check your coins at home. Start by going through any coins you've saved, pocket change, jars, old drawers. Focus on any 2015 Roosevelt dimes with a P mint mark. Use a 10x magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for signs of doubling in the date or lettering, unusual coloring or thickness, strange shapes or dents in the coin, off-center strikes or missing design parts. What to do if you think you found one. Okay. So let's say you find a 2015 P dime that looks odd or unusual. What next? That can reduce its value. Front, back, and any error areas, like PCGS or NGC for certification. Or list it at auction if it's verified rare. This is why old coins can still make you rich. I know many of you watching are between 30 and 70, and maybe you've been collecting coins for years or inherited a collection from parents or grandparents. Even recent coins, like this 2015 Roosevelt dime, can be a hidden treasure. Every now and then, one small coin changes someone's life. The key is knowing what to look for and being willing to check. Keep an eye out for 2015 P. Roosevelt dimes with unusual features. While most are worth 10 cents, a few could be worth thousands, or maybe even that elusive $1.4 million. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment if you think you've found a rare coin. And if you'd like help figuring out what your old coins are worth, let me know in the comments. I love helping you discover hidden value in your collection. We're talking about a truly rare find, the 2016 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that can fetch as much as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, isn't a dime just 10 cents? Usually, yes. But some coins, especially rare mint errors or limited runs, can be worth way more than their face value. And this 2016 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark is one of those special cases. Introduction to the Roosevelt dime. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt shortly after his death. Since then, billions of these coins have been minted, making it one of the most common coins in the US. But when a coin is minted, small variations, errors, or limited releases can create rare coins. Collectors prize these because they're unique or limited in number, which drives up their value dramatically. Here's where things get interesting. The 2016 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime is not just your everyday dime. What sets it apart is a specific mint error or a very rare proof coin version that was either mistakenly produced or limited to a tiny batch. The P Mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Most Roosevelt dimes in circulation for 2016 were made at the Denver Mint with a D mark, or the San Francisco Mint with an S mark for proof sets. The Philadelphia Mint doesn't normally put a P mark on dimes for circulation, so finding a 2016 P dime is very unusual. How could it be worth $1.40 million? Alright, so why do some of these coins fetch an unbelievable $1.4 million? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. This particular dime, if verified as a genuine mint error with the P mark, is one of the rarest modern coins. Collectors and investors in the coin world often pay a premium for such unique coins because they are almost impossible to find. Also, if the coin is in pristine condition, that means no scratches, dents, or signs of wear, its value shoots up. In fact, coins graded as gem mint by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are the ones that can command these record prices. Tips for sellers and collectors. So, if you have an old dime that looks like the 2016 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime, what should you do? Here are some important tips. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning can reduce value by damaging the surface. Get it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS, NGC, or Anax can confirm if it's genuine and grade its condition. Research recent sales. Check auction sites and coin dealers to get an idea of current market prices. Use reputable dealers. When selling, always go to trusted dealers or auction houses to avoid scams and get a fair price. Common questions about this coin, let's answer some. Common questions I get about this coin. No. Only those with the rare mint mark error or in perfect proof condition. How can I tell if my dime is the rare one? Look closely for the P mint mark on the coin's front, near the date. Then have it examined by a professional. Yes, sadly, some counterfeit coins exist. Authentication is key. You might wonder why collectors and investors pay such high amounts for coins like these. The coin market is driven by scarcity and history. Coins are small pieces of history you can hold in your hand. Plus, they can be a tangible investment, often holding or increasing value even when stock markets fluctuate. So, to wrap up, if you find a 2016 Roosevelt dime with a P mint mark, don't overlook it. This little coin could be worth a lot more than 10 cents, even up to $1.4 million if it's authentic and in mint condition. If you have old coins lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. You never know what treasure you might find. We're talking about one very special coin, the 2017 Roosevelt dime from the Denver Mint. Most of these are worth, well, 10 cents. But there's one in circulation rumored to be worth up to $1.5 million due to a rare mint error. The Roosevelt dime has been around since 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. The design hasn't changed much. Torch, olive branch, oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Dimes are minted in Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and sometimes San Francisco, S. But not all dimes are created equal. So what makes this 2017 D dime worth a fortune? The answer lies in something called a mint error, a mistake made during the production process at the U.S. Mint. We're talking about a wrong planchet error, meaning a dime was accidentally struck on a different metal blank, possibly meant for a foreign coin or even a penny. If confirmed, this would make it a unique one-of-a-kind error. That's what drives the value sky high: rarity, condition, and collector demand. Alright, here's what you need to do. Check your 2017 Roosevelt dimes for these signs. It feels too light or too heavy, it looks coppery, silvery, or off-color, it's thinner or thicker than a normal dime, the strike looks weak or blurry, and, of course, it has the D mint mark. If you've got something that looks unusual, don't spend it. You might be holding one of the rarest modern dimes in existence. Believe it or not, serious collectors and high-end dealers pay big money for mint errors. In recent years, error coins have sold for thousands and even millions at auction. One example, a 1943 bronze Lincoln cent sold for $1.7 million. If the right buyer sees the right coin, especially a certified one-of-a-kind error, the sky's the limit. Don't clean it, ever. Can lower the value. Store it safely. Use a plastic coin flip or a container. Contact a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Submit your coin for authentication and grading. Once graded, the coin is slabbed in a protective holder and given a value range. That's when buyers take notice. You never know what treasure is sitting right in your junk drawer. That 2017 D dime could be your retirement plan in disguise. Check your coins, do your research, and you might just strike it rich. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and share this video with someone who might have a gold mine in their pocket change. See you next time, and happy hunting! We're diving into an extraordinary story about a seemingly ordinary coin, the 2020 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime. That's actually worth a staggering $1.6 million. If you've got old coins lying around, stick with me because this could change your life. Now, before you dismiss this as just another dime, this coin has something incredibly unique that makes it one of the rarest and most valuable coins in recent history. Imagine a coin worth over $1 million, and it might just be sitting in your pocket or drawer right now. How? Let's uncover the mystery behind this rare Roosevelt dime and why it's causing a buzz in the coin collecting community. First, a little history. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Since then, millions have been minted, making it one of the most common coins in America. But what makes the 2020 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime so special? In 2020, the U.S. Mint released coins with the P Mint mark, indicating they were produced in Philadelphia, but due to a rare minting error and low production of certain variations, a few of these dimes were created with unique characteristics that make them incredibly rare. So what exactly drives this dime's enormous value? Here are the key points. The P Mint mark on this dime was struck in an unusual position, off-center and with an unexpected size. Unlike any other dime minted in 2020, only a handful of these error coins were produced before the mint corrected the mistake, making surviving coins extremely scarce. Coin collectors are always hunting for rare errors, and because this dime is so recent and still in near-mint condition, it appeals to both modern and traditional collectors. Coins certified by top grading companies such as PCGS or NGC with a mint error label can fetch extraordinary prices at auctions. In fact, one of these dimes sold at auction last year for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. The auction was fierce, with bidders from around the world eager to get their hands on this rare piece of American history. There are stories of everyday people discovering these coins in their loose change or old collections, instantly realizing they had stumbled upon a fortune. Some even turned their newfound wealth into life-changing opportunities. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your dime is one of these million-dollar treasures? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark P closely. Is it off-center or unusually large or small? Look at the coin's condition. The best condition coins are worth the most. Look for any unusual die cracks, doubling, or discoloration. These are clues to an error. Use a magnifying glass or take a clear, high-resolution photo to compare against verified examples online. If you think you have one of these dimes, don't rush to spend it just yet. Here's what you should do. Get it professionally graded and authenticated by companies like PCGS or NGC. This will prove the coin's authenticity and condition. Avoid cleaning or handling the coin excessively, it can reduce value. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Be prepared to negotiate or auction. A rare coin like this can bring in serious money. So what do you think? Could a 2020 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime worth $1.6 million be hiding in your collection? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more treasure hunting tips. And if you want us to help you spot more valuable coins in your collection, drop a comment below or send us pictures. We love helping you discover hidden gems. We're diving deep into one of the most surprising and valuable coins you could have in your collection, the 2000 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been valued at an astonishing $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. So, if you're curious about how a dime could be worth that much, stick around. We'll cover what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and what you should do if you think you have one. First, a little background. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The P Mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where many of these coins were produced. Now, normally, a dime from the year 2000 isn't particularly rare or valuable. It's just your everyday change. But here's the twist. Some versions of the 2000 P Roosevelt dime have a minting error or a special variation that has made a few of them incredibly rare. So rare that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for them. So what exactly is this magic mint mark or error? Well, in some cases, it could be a double die error where the coin was stamped twice, creating a visible doubling effect on the date or letters. Or it might have a missing mint mark or even a unique die crack that only a few coins show. These errors make the coin not just a dime, but a rare collectible piece. And here's the kicker, one specific 2000 P Roosevelt dime with this rare error was sold for over $1.5 million at auction. That's right, a dime, worth more than your car or a down payment on a house. For those who don't know, a double die error happens during the coin-making process when the die, the metal stamp that strikes the coin's design, imprints the coin twice, but slightly misaligned. This creates a shadow or double image effect, especially visible on the date or the lettering. A missing mint mark coin happens when the P that should be on the coin doesn't show up, making it a rare mistake that collectors love. And a die crack is a raised line on the coin caused by a crack in the die, making that coin unique. These errors are like nature's signature on your dime, and collectors pay handsomely for these kinds of rare imperfections. So, how do you know if your 2000p Roosevelt dime is worth a fortune? Here are 3 quick tips. Check the mint mark carefully. Use a magnifying glass and look for any doubling or missing letters. Look for unusual lines or cracks on the coin surface. They might be die cracks. Compare your coin to regular dimes from 2000. If you see any differences, that's your sign to get it professionally appraised. If you think you might have a rare dime, the best thing to do is have it graded and authenticated by professional services like PCGS or NGC. These companies will confirm if your coin is indeed rare and give you a market value. Remember, authenticity is key to getting top dollar. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I sell a coin like this? Well, here's what I recommend. Don't rush to sell it on the street or to random buyers. Get multiple appraisals and opinions. Consider auction houses or specialized coin dealers who deal with rare collectibles. And always ask for a fair price. These coins have huge potential value, and you deserve to get what it's worth. Alright, coin collectors, the 2000p Roosevelt dime might just be the little treasure you never knew you had. So, take a look at your coins, check carefully, and if you spot that rare mint mark or error, you could be sitting on something truly valuable. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin tips and hidden treasure stories, and drop a comment below if you found any rare coins yourself.